Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Detroit Lions taking on Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now? To be consistent in all of his processes.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 87 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lock. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Lock off of play action. Steps away. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On first down, it's Fields. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 5 catches, 79 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Here's Fields. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a first down throw. Fields out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Swift. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One more time with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now to the air. Locke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. On the move to his left. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until a defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and very short, Fields. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing again is Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Locke. He finds his man, complete. That's Holloway. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Tua Tagovailoa, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown catch in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Fields' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Fields throwing again. It's Williams on the catch. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To try again after the sack. Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Fields. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Fields. Pass complete, Thomas. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Fields on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cheetah Bay Awuzie with a pick. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. On play action, Locke. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Locke going to go on 4th down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm